The village of Mwanzo nestled under the watchful gaze of the ancient Baobab. Its gnarled branches, thick as oxen, stretched towards the heavens. They had seen countless seasons. The villagers believed the Baobab held their ancestors' spirits. It was a place of stories, of wisdom, of life. The air hummed with the rhythm of the earth. Children's laughter mingled with the rhythmic pounding of mortars. Goats bleated, their calls echoing through the dusty paths. Mwanzo was alive, a testament to the resilience of its people. The sun beat down, casting long shadows on the parched earth. The air shimmered with heat, yet life went on. Women, their colourful kangas wrapped tightly around their waists, drew water from the well. Their voices, strong and melodic, carried on the breeze. Elders, their faces etched with the wisdom of generations, shared stories in the shade of the Baobab. Mwanzo breathed, a vibrant tapestry woven from tradition and community. Amani's fingers flew across the loom, her expert touch transforming colourful threads into intricate patterns. She was known throughout Mwanzo for her skill. Her creations, vibrant and alive, seemed to pulsate with a magic all their own. Each one held a piece of her heart, a whisper of her dreams. As she weaved, she dreamt of distant lands, places she had only heard whispered about in hushed tones. Amani yearned to see the world beyond the Baobab's protective embrace. She craved adventure, her heart echoing the call of the unknown. Yet she was rooted in Mwanzo, bound by duty and tradition. Her fingers moved faster, weaving her longing into the tapestry. The threads, vibrant and bold, spoke of her wanderlust, a silent rebellion against the confines of her world. Kwame arrived with the setting sun. His silhouette a stark contrast against the fiery sky. A wandering musician, he carried his music like a second skin. His instrument, a kora, was an extension of himself. Its notes flowed like water, each one a story waiting to be told. Kwame's melodies were different, filled with a yearning that resonated deep within Amani's soul. They spoke of freedom, of open skies and boundless horizons. He was an outsider, his presence unsettling the elders. They feared his music, its power to stir emotions, to awaken dormant dreams. Kwame, with his easy smile and eyes that held the wisdom of the traveler, saw the world differently. He saw beauty in the mundane, magic in the everyday. He was a breath of fresh air, a disruptive force in the predictable rhythm of Mwanzo. Their love story began subtly. A stolen glance across the bustling marketplace, a fleeting smile exchanged under the watchful gaze of the Baobab. A shared moment, brief but profound, that ignited a spark between them. As the moon bathed Mwanzo in its silvery glow, Kwame's music filled the air. His melodies, poignant and filled with longing, wove themselves around Amani's heart. They met under the Baobab's protective canopy, their love blossoming in the shadow of its ancient wisdom. Kwame's music became their language, expressing emotions that words could not contain. Amani found solace in his melodies, her own dreams echoing in the kora's soulful notes. Their love was a whispered promise, a shared dream under the African sky. The rains failed to arrive. The skies, once a vibrant blue, turned a dusty grey. The earth, parched and cracked, thirsted for the life-giving water. The once abundant crops withered and died, their leaves turning to brittle ghosts of their former selves. Fear, silent and insidious, crept through the village, casting a long shadow over Mwanzo. The elders, their faces etched with worry, gathered under the Baobab. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices heavy with the weight of generations past. The drought, they declared, was a sign, a manifestation of the ancestors' displeasure. Kwame, the outsider, with his strange melodies and unsettling presence, was deemed the cause of their misfortune. His music, they claimed, had angered the spirits, disrupting the delicate balance between the living and the dead.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Section 6. A choice between love and duty. Amani's heart was torn. Duty bound her to Mwanzo, to her family, to the traditions that had shaped her life. But love, fierce and unwavering, drew her to Kwame. She was caught between two worlds, her heart a battlefield where tradition clashed with desire. Her fingers, usually so sure and swift, faltered on the loom. The threads, once vibrant with life, now lay limp and lifeless, mirroring the turmoil within her soul. The elders, their faces etched with the severity of their decision, decreed that Kwame must leave. He was to be banished from Mwanzo, his music silenced, his presence erased. Amani was shattered. The thought of living without Kwame, without his music, his laughter, his love, was unbearable. Yet defying the elders, challenging the very fabric of Mwanzo's traditions, seemed an insurmountable task. Section 7. The Sacrifice under the Baobab. The night before Kwame's departure, they met under the Baobab one last time. The air hung heavy with unspoken words, the silence punctuated by the mournful chirping of crickets. Tears streamed down Amani's face, reflecting the moon's pale light. Kwame, his eyes filled with pain, gently wiped them away. He understood. He knew that staying would only bring her more pain, that his presence would forever be a source of conflict in her beloved village. With a heavy heart, he made a decision. He would leave, not for himself, but for her. He would become a sacrifice, a symbol of their love and his willingness to put her happiness above his own. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky in hues of orange and gold, Kwame walked away from Mwanzo, his kora silent, his head held high. Amani watched him go, her heart breaking with every step he took away from her. Section 8. Whispers on the Wind. Life in Mwanzo continued, the rhythm of daily life slowly resuming. The drought persisted, but so did the hope that the ancestors would relent, that the rains would return. Amani continued to weave, her creations now imbued with a melancholic beauty. Each tapestry told a story, a testament to her enduring love for Kwame. His memory lingered in the whispers of the wind, in the rustling leaves of the baobab, in the mournful cries of the nightbirds. Amani became a symbol of quiet strength, her unwavering spirit a beacon of hope for the villagers. She poured her grief into her work, her creations becoming renowned throughout the region. People spoke in hushed tones of the weaver of Mwanzo, her tapestries imbued with the power to move hearts, to evoke emotions long forgotten. Section 9. A Seed of Hope. Years later, a stranger arrived in Mwanzo. He carried with him a familiar melody, a song that spoke of love, of sacrifice, of enduring hope. He spoke of a woman, a weaver of extraordinary talent whose creations had touched his soul. He spoke of a love story born under the watchful gaze of an ancient baobab, a love that transcended distance and time. And as the stranger's music filled the air, Amani knew. Kwame had returned, his music a beacon guiding him back to her. The years melted away, their love, like a seed buried deep within their hearts, had taken root and blossomed once more. The baobab, its branches swaying gently in the breeze, bore witness to their reunion. A testament to the enduring power of love, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope can bloom anew.